Assalamualaikum and good day. Today we try to start our class for the beginning our semester. So what we do in this subject is introduce first, yeah, because of we try to conduct in HVAC project design. So we try to introduce the project uh, introduction in the HVAC design. So you should know what we need requirement, yeah, in the HVAC design project. So you know to prepare how to collect the data and then what you want to do, yeah, based on your project. So today I would like to introduce the objectives, yeah, to understand the definition and importance of the HVAC system for the first objective. And then for the second, identify various application of the HVAC system in different settings. And then the third, recognize the different types of the HVAC system commonly used. And then next, define what constitutes an HVAC design project. And the last is our objectives is outline the key phases of the HVAC project life cycle. So in the first, I would like to explain what is the HVAC. So based on the definition, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. So the technology of indoor environmental comfort. So mean we need to control the condition air in the indoor in room condition. So let's say we want to control in the whole room or maybe library or maybe uh, in the living room. So we want to control air condition with our comfort situation. So based on the situation comfort, we need to setting about the temperature itself, yeah, humidity itself, and then the airflow and the quality air itself. Air quality maybe without any dusting system. We need to conduct a filter, air filter, and also we confirm that we supply the oxygen enough to the residents, resident member. So we need to make sure, yeah, how we design. So that's why by today you need to understood about what actually parameter we need to conduct in the HVAC project design. Yeah? So important things essential for human health and comfort. And then the second, improve productivity and well-being, critical for specific industrial processes and equipment operation, directly impact energy consumption and sustainability. So right now, in the uh, our university, we need to conduct the uh, relate to the uh, saving energy, yeah, environment friendly. So we want to implement, yeah, that green technology in our design project. So we're talking about the application of the HVAC, yeah, system. So maybe you group, yeah, by group in the project. Maybe you decide, yeah, based on the application. So let's say, yeah, me want to do implement in the residential. So like home, apartment, condo, maintaining comfortable living space. Yeah. So you need to control how you control that the consider to what we're talking, what I and mentioned before, like the human comfort, the air quality itself, and then commercial like the offices, retail stores, yeah, restaurants, ensuring customer and employee comfort, yeah. So maybe we can implement the VRF, variable refrigerant flow, yeah. Uh, in our faculty, in the uh, lecture hall, also we implement this VRF, so we can control the flow, the number of the flow, yeah, the speed of the fan, and then also the temperature itself. So mean that we use the VRF. Yeah. And then industrial, like factories, data center, hospital, controlling temperature and air quality for the process and equipment. So if we want to implement in the industrial, it's more complicated because we want to control with setting, yeah, much of the parameters. So maybe in the hospital, yeah, some is maybe we will use to the patients. Some zone is maybe implement to the lab, yeah, how we control the blood testing sample. Yeah, we keep it in the storeroom with the certain condition. Yeah, so different zone, different the uh, setting. So mean that the much of the uh, setting in the application. So we consider that in complicated situation. And then split system. Maybe this one is very familiar with us because some residents use split system. Split indoor and outdoor unit. Yeah, maybe you recognize, yeah, the part of the indoor. Yeah? We control the fan, number of the temperature. Yeah? Then indoor part, and then the outdoor part is like the compressor. Yeah, we put in the outdoor area. So mean that we have two separate part for the component. Yeah, and then package system, all component in single unit of often used for the commercial building. Yeah, maybe in the some of the office, lecture office, we use the package system. Like me in my office also, we use the package system. And central system distribute conditioned air from the sorry, distribute conditioned air from the central location, mean that controlled by the central, the temperature and the flow, only one condition. Yeah. And then other system, geothermal, radiant, ductless, mini split. Yeah, this one the special case when we utilize the geothermal, mean that that one is only certain area that have the geothermal. Okay, we move to the next slide. What is the HVAC design project? The definition, a plan undertaking to create or modify a HVAC system to meet the specific requirement. So we can setting based on the requirement. So sometimes the owner project, yeah, the owner project give the condition to the contractor, and then we need to design based on the requirement of the client. So let's say like Daikin, they also offer the project, yeah, uh, to the customer. So the client, the potential customer client will be come to the Daikin and then discuss to the engineer what they want, and then the engineer in Daikin try to solve the based on the client requirement. So the purpose to provide efficient, effective, and sustainable climate control solution. So even, yeah, we want to control the air condition in the certain zone, but also we consider the energy saving for the saving of the cost, operational cost, yeah, to consider this part. So the operational can be considered in uh, as low as we can design. Yeah, involve calculation, requirement, selection, system layout, and control integration. So based on the client, they will give the design of the architect design, and then the uh, econ engineer will be designed based on the condition or structure of the architect itself. And consider building type, occupancy, climate, energy efficiency, because sometimes the building will be exposure much of the sun exposure. So maybe that one will be considered to design. Yeah. Okay. HVAC project life cycle, we have the five phases here. The first one, initiation, planning, design, execution, uh, in bracket implementation, and then closure. So we go to first for the phase one. Yeah. So before we go to the big project, we try to uh, study first about this project. Yeah? We try to the initiation and planning. So we study based on the condition, yeah, of the design, the building, anything, yeah, and the exposure of the sun, and then how the environment is nearest to the industrial area, or maybe this is nearest to the highway. We that also consider in the planning. So initiation project definition, identify need, goal, and constraint. Feasible study, assess technical, economic viability, stakeholder identification, determine key participants and their roles. And then we try to planning, scope definition, detail project requirement, and deliverables. Mean that our design is can be deliverable, yeah, it's possible to the implement. And schedule development, yeah, we should be uh, respect to the timeline with the milestone and deadlines. And then the budget allocation. So based on the budget, we can choose the device, yeah, quality. As we know, quality is can be present of higher of the in the mean in the first investment, yeah, investment maybe, yeah, consider higher cost because this is a high quality. We provide high cost. And then we talk also about a risk assessment. So as engineer, we should be also present a risk assessment because to avoid unwanted happen in the site. Yeah, we try to avoid the unwanted accident. Yeah, in the during the operational system. And then we go to the phase two, design and the execution. Yeah, so once we get the project, we study the building, and then we try to go to design in the load calculation. Actually, a lot number of the system of load calculation. We can choose one of them for our method to calculate the load calculation. So some method will be complicated but very detailed. So some very simple, like the implement for the simple of the maybe simple building, maybe small building, we cannot use very complicated, yeah, because only certain optional only in small, we don't have much of the optional, so just use the simple calculation or method to calculate the load calculation. But if, yeah, we receive the client from the industry, maybe we consider very complicated, then we can consider by use the complicated of method to calculate and very detailed. Yeah. And then system selection, yeah, choose appropriate HVAC equipment and layout because based on the condition, sometimes not proper to some application, some implement in the HVAC our design, some very uh, exactly or very correct, yeah, in the choosing in device. So the device chosen is very important to consider before we select. And ductwork and piping design. So anything related to the air distribution like ducting system, yeah, piping, and so on will be considered in the HVAC project design. And the controlling system integration, yeah? So every zone will be controlled one setting, so mean that will be provide the electrical system there. And then we try to execute, yeah, implement, and then we can order something, yeah, based on our design, the device, yeah, to our project, and then install and then testing. And then we go to the phase 3 closure. This one is related to law, yeah. Actually, we have the standard in the HVAC system, so the standard will control our design. Based on the design, is it good or not good? So based on the standard that we uh, protect in our commissioning, we call the commissioning system. And then the training. So actually, after we design, we project our project consider finished, and then we hand over to the owner of the project. So mean that we hand over to the client, then by training. So we give training to the client before the training operate system has back design. Sorry, our design. So mean that during the handover, we train their worker to operate the system HVAC to avoid any unwanted accident, yeah, in side of HVAC, our HVAC design. When the finish, and then project sign off. Yeah? That's for the step of the HVAC design project, yeah, in the actual condition. Now we go to installation and commissioning of the HVAC system. So what we do in the commissioning, the first equipment installation, yeah, we need to uh, follow the SOP. Is it correct or not correct? Yeah, based on the procedure SOP in our design. Yeah, site preparation and safety consideration. So we will provide the law. If you go to that zone, you should be complete with the safety issues. Yeah, like say you need to cover yourself, yeah, by helmet, and then maybe ear plug, maybe very noise. Yeah, the zone area is very noise. You need to protect. You should be make the commission, the law, yeah, to issue in the safety. And then if the area is very dark, you need to provide the lighting system inside the zone, yeah. And then ductwork installation. How about that thing installation? Is it safe? Is it vibrate? Is it high pressure? Yeah, you need to inform that in the commissioning. And then refrigerant piping and draining. So the refrigerant we use is safe. Yeah, how to control the refrigerant in our design is very important to mention in the commissioning. Yeah, even though in the commercial aircon, yeah, in the market they also provide the book, yeah, for the owner. So once we we buy the split aircon or something else aircon, yeah. Then what we do, we receive the SOP book also. So the book also mention about the issue safety, what you do, yeah, be careful to this, be careful to that, yeah, same thing. Okay, in the electrical and control system wiring, yeah, by commissioning, also we also protect, yeah, every wiring will be protect, covered, yeah, so make sure during the operational, during the controller or the operator, yeah, work, make sure, yeah, the wire is not open circuit, yeah, to the operator. And then what we do also, we provide, yeah, the reading, yeah, during the operation. Maybe sensor, maybe thermostat, yeah, control panel, anything will be put, yeah, as a controlling system. And then last is, yeah, we testing the air balancing. So actually the air system, yeah, will be measured in the still under the standard. So let's say 2 meter per second. So we make sure the flow in the area should be 2 meter per second because this is the standard. And then hydronic balancing water system in the water system. Yeah? So we need to measure, is it balanced? Because sometimes some HVAC design is using cooling by water system. Make sure the water is in imbalance because uh, the temperature will be reduced, yeah, by the water supply. If water supply is reduced, mean that the temperature will be influenced to the controlling system. And then pressure, temperature, yeah. So make sure the temperature is under control. Some temperature, yeah, need to high pressure, but the pressure is considered safe. So mean the pressure should be controlled. And then the pre-commissioning check, yeah, inspect physical installation, yeah. We will make the checklist, check or anything will be good before we hand over. If not checklist, consider safe, is not satisfied, the checklist cannot be fulfilled. Functional testing, anything, yeah. Okay, once they're all satisfied in the checklist, we try to hand over by sign of the project. Okay, now operation and maintenance of the HVAC. Also, in our design, our engineer should be provide, yeah, how to maintain. Yeah, we inform to the client how to maintain. What we do, yeah. Once you buy your car, mean you need to maintain scheduling. Yeah, let's say your car in 10,000 kilometer. Every 10,000, you need to go to uh, uh, what uh, bengkel, and you go to the to make sure your scheduling in the maintenance. Yeah, maybe you need to replace the oil. Yeah, maybe check the balancing, tire balancing. Yeah, uh, so you need to go to workshop. Yeah, so based on the scheduling, then you need to how to counter. If you find, just mention, yeah, in the book SOP of the maintaining. Okay, that's all for today. So before you our class finish in the today by today, you need to complete, the quiz from the you learn. Make sure you answer the quiz, and then I will consider you attend this class. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, and see you next week.